guys, I'm Justice Washer. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am up here in Gainesville, Florida. We are up here at the famous Gator Nationals. We have Gainesville Raceway, guys. It's a pretty nice facility. I've only been here one time in my life, and I went to my first NHRA event. I think I was like 10 or 11 years old, and I was hooked ever since. I'm back here today because Frank Hawleys driving school, is up here. They are doing a class. They have 16 people inside their class today that are going out there, that they're trying to get their license to be able to drag race. I do have my license personally. This is a good school. I want to come up here, shoot a video, try to get it put out there that there are driving schools around the world that will allow you to learn how to properly, you can do a burnout, properly back up a car, properly stage a car, and properly make a full 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile pass. So I'm gonna go over there. Frank, Paul, and the guys, they allowed me to come up here. They're allowing me to do some videoing around, help them. It's gonna help me, it's gonna help y'all. If you haven't done it already, subscribe to the channel, stay up with all the builds. We got Alcatraz 2.0 coming out, we got Aftermath 2.0, and we got Christine, our LS build. But let's go ahead and head over here real quick. Let's show you around the facility. Let's see what they do here at the Frank Hawley School, and hopefully y'all can learn something and possibly come out here and make a pass. A couple passes over there. I got my man right here. He is the one that actually goes through and maintenances the whole entire cars, make sure everything runs good. All fabricating's done on the car is through him. He actually drives that big rig back there because, like I said, they do travel around the world. Where did y'all go last year? Are y'all be going to the same places this year?
Pretty much, yeah. We actually are adding Denver, Colorado, Vandermeer to the schedule this year as well. Okay. But we go to Houston, Texas. We go to Norwalk, Ohio, Fontana, California, Tucson, Arizona, Woodburn, Oregon, Chicago, Illinois.
So y'all do a lot of traveling.
A lot of traveling, yeah.
And this is all year long deal right here.
The school is year round, yeah.
Okay.
In the winter months, we run here at Gainesville because obviously the weather's the best here. This is our home base also. Our shop's down here at the back of the pit area. But starting in April, between April and October, we go on the road and go to all these other locations.
I just found out that they have a funny car here on the property. It's here right now.
Right now, down at the shop.
So like if I wanted to, I could pay and go drive it today.
Well, it's not completely together. The supercharger's off of it right now.
See guys, I'm not going to be able to run it.
Our dragster's all together.
Now, I want a funny car. Okay. Go ahead and tell them what 4 cars or vehicles you have here. What are they? What do they do? And how fast can they go if they come run this class?
Okay. Well, the 2-door cars here, these are our Pontiac Firebirds. They have Chevrolet big block 572-inch motors. They're actually the Chevrolet crate motor, the 572R that we run. And we have our 2 dragsters over there. Those are our Super Comp type dragsters. They have the same engine, the 572R from GM Performance. The Firebirds here, they're very similar to something you would find like in the NHRA Super Gas category,
okay,
or for Saturday night bracket racing, that kind of thing. The dragsters are what you would find like in the 890 Super Comp category at NHRA divisional and national events. Plus you can bracket race them, you know, on Saturday nights or go to big money races, whatever you want to do. They're pretty versatile cars as far as what you can run with them in the sportsman categories. They'll run, well, the door cars here, they'll run low 9s. We've actually run as fast as 890s with these engines in them, but that's like killer air, light driver. Typically, they're going to go 920s.
So the guys that come run this class, they get to run quarter mile.
They do. We run quarter mile.
Quarter mile. And after the class, they will be licensed?
If they complete everything successfully. Right. If they get their 6 runs in and they drive well, yeah, they will get their NHRA competition.
So tell us how much maintenance is really on these things. What do y'all have to do? Okay, so today's event, once it's done and over with, what is the go-to list?
Well, for the door cars, they go up on jack stands. We take the rear wheels and tires off. We look at the brakes, the four link brackets and stuff. Just look for any cracks or any breakage. You know, check the U-joints and the drive shaft. Just kind of go through the drive line. Then as far as the engine goes, about every 50-60 runs, we'll change the oil, run the valve lash, do that kind of thing.
A lot less maintenance.
A whole lot less maintenance than what you do.
He said to change the oil.
Yeah.
So how many
What's
passes?
the way you change oil?
How many passes does one of these motors go before y'all have to, I guess, put rings in them? Or
well, we do a full rebuild in between about 500 and 600 runs. So we get a lot more life than like what you do. And then when it's time for a rebuild, we pull them out and we send them to Skog and Dickey Performance out in Texas, and they freshen them up for us, crate them up, ship them back, we plug them back in.
How many passes y'all think y'all make a year?
Oh man, a lot. I mean, I would just be guesstimating, but in a big class like we're doing today, each one of these cars will get, you know, 20 plus runs on it, you know. So, and we do a lot of classes every year. Again, it varies year to year, but you know, I mean, we run these cars typically probably at least twice a month.
How long have you been here? Like, how long have you worked and been with Frank?
I've been with Frank about 15 years now. And you know, started out, I came from the chassis fabrication world. I worked for Undercover Chassis for a while and another shop here locally in Gainesville, and then I did side work for Frank on my time off, you know, working on the car. So I already knew Frank before I started working here. A position came open here and I was interested in it and took it, and I've been here ever since.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and what is probably the worst thing about the job?
The worst thing? Driving that truck
driving the rig. I say the same thing about mine. Driving the rig, guys. That's the reason why we're going to buy a smaller trailer, because it is hard. See, like me, when I go to the chassis shop, all I have is a 56-foot rig. So like I got to take, from my house, 3 miles down the road, I got to take the big rig. So I already told the channel we're going to buy a smaller trailer just so we can transport cars and stuff.
That's a very good idea.
It's very hard to drive that around in tight areas. But yes, those big rigs are not fun to drive. But anyways, guys, the class is coming back out. They are getting ready. We're going to go ahead and look around the cars a little bit more. Thank you for
absolutely
giving us a little bit of information.
All right.
And hopefully that y'all will come run the class with us, because you get to come out here, you get to run quarter mile, you get to go fast, you get to learn how to do a burnout, and plus if you drive good, that's only if you drive good, you'll be licensed to be able to go run your own race car. guys, so we came over into the other room real quick where my buddy right here, Paul, what is your job description at Frank Hawleys?
My job description is basically sales.
So you're the one that everybody will be contacting to be able to go out there and drive one of these cars.
That's right.
So we are going to put his contact information down below. You'll be able to click on it. You'll be able to call him, email him. He's up all hours of the night. He's up all day, 24 hours. So me and him, we text a lot. We're actually on a diet together. How are you liking that apple cider vinegar?
Boy, I'm getting a little more used to it, but I don't think you ever get used to it.
Nah, don't ever do it. It tastes horrible all the time.
It's terrible. I've tried everything to kind of chase it, but no, you just got to want to do it.
There you go. So how long have you been working here?
25 years.
25. So you're probably the longest one here then. Jimmy said 15. Is there anybody else that's been here longer? Or?
No, other than Frank and his wife, Lana. Yeah.
Okay.
I started here in 1994. Yeah.
So tell me, out of 25 years, probably what's the best memory? Ooh, that's a big one.
It is, man. We've had a lot of people that come through the school. Of course, my biggest thing was when I got my job here.
There you go.
I mean, it was just grace of God that I was able to be here at the right time, at the right place, and just the right circumstances. And you know, the need was there for somebody, because Frank used to handle all the correspondence himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there wasn't internet when we started. When I started, so we didn't have email. We had people calling.
So what year did you start here?
1994.
Shit, I wasn't even born. I was born in 96.
Well, so I've been here for a while. That's why I look like I do.
So you'll be fine though. But okay, so basically explain to these people what they will get out of coming to one of these classes.
Okay.
I mean, me personally, I didn't go to a class to get my license. I do have my NHRA license, but I learned junior dragsters, riding four-wheelers, and then I ended up getting into a radial car, and now I drive a Pro Mod. But me personally, I feel that if you do come to one of these classes, and if you do come to their class, you will be miles ahead than trying to go out there and learning how to do everything by yourself. In the room earlier that I showed you, here guys is where they all come in. All the students will come in here, sit down. Frank will be at the front of the class. He will let them know what they got going on. That's where Frank basically watches all the film and lets you know how you properly did a burnout or you didn't do a good one, how to stage a car. So these guys here will give you more one-on-one training. At the end of the day, it is better if you come and actually sit in this class, learn how to properly race, learn how to properly do a burnout, stage the car, and make a full track hit. And then you will also get your NHRA license at the end, right?
If you drive well.
If you drive well. So they don't just give it to nobody. No. It's not like a driver's license. Because I feel like a lot of people in the world just have a driver's license.
A lot of people don't get their driver's license either the first time they go through, because, you know,
they just
have to do it twice. You know?
There you go. So if you properly go through the class and you do well, you will have an NHRA license.
That's right. Now, I take a lot of calls from people and emails and stuff like that. Basically, if you wanted information on the school, you would call me, and I would answer your questions, find out if you've done any racing before. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you've done any racing before. You can have we've even had some drivers that have come that have never even seen a drag race before.
They've never even looked inside a car.
Never looked inside a car.
But when they left here,
they were doing right.
They were doing good.
They were doing good.
That's all that matters.
We have all kinds of experience levels. We actually have some people in the class today that have been racing for 25 years, honestly. They come here for different reasons. Even someone like yourself, I mean,
can always learn something. I tell people all the time.
And what happens when you get to your level? See, most people come in and they're wanting to learn how to drive the car and not get hurt and not hurt anybody else, not tear up their stuff. But someone like you would come because not only do you not want to get hurt, but you want to learn how to have your driver performance improve, because it all comes down to, it's really the mental side of the sport. Focusing techniques, blocking out distractions, mental programming, that sort of thing, that will help you to improve your your win light percentage.
There you go.
And that's what we're doing. So we're helping the drivers to improve, but most of the people that come to the class are looking to drive something faster than they've driven before, and learn how to do it safely and properly. I recommend it for somebody that's thinking about buying a car, because you may think, man, I want to get a Pro Mod car like Justin, and
you'll be able to come here and actually see
and find out
what kind of power that is and how it feels.
Yeah, exactly.
Before actually wasting your money going to buy it.
Yeah, well, you might come getting this 9-second car and find that that's all the horsepower you want right now, you know, and you would find out that it might be not very practical. I do as much talking people out of stuff as I do talking people into stuff sometimes.
There you go.
I'm trying to look out for them, you know. But honestly, you can come and the principles that you learn driving these cars, you will use that stuff regardless of what you go into race.
Wherever you're at.
Yeah.
So how old do you have to be to come race here?
16. 16.
To be able to drive.
16 years old, you don't have to have a driver's license to get an NHRA license.
Okay.
But you got to be at least 16. If you're under 18, you have to have a minor release sign, and notarized. But other than that,
I got my NHRA license when I was 14. I had to lie on my birth certificate.
we don't recommend you do that, and I know you don't either.
Yeah, don't do that, guys. So how many vehicles do y'all have here? What kind of different classes do y'all offer?
Okay, so we have, you saw the 2 dragsters and the 2 door cars that we have out there. We call them Super Comp, Super Gas.
Okay.
But that's just the tag that we put on them because basically they're set up like an 8 or 9 second bracket car. We have those cars. We have 2 more cars that we use. They're dragsters that we use for what we call our dragster adventure.
Okay.
On the different stops when we go around the country, usually we'll have a dragster adventure program. It's inexpensive. It's like $400 to $600 depending on what you do. And we have these cars. They're slowed down, so they're actually regular dragsters
So
with
just
big
slow
box
down
shell.
in case people don't want to go that
slow
fast.
down so you don't. So it just gives people an opportunity to do it without spending very much money at all, just to have fun, right? It's all about having fun. I mean, if your goal was to race a Pro Mod car or a Top Fuel car, if you think about it, the whole reason that you want to do that is to have fun.
I tell people since day one, the day that you don't have fun no more, that's when you need to get out of racing. I have fun all the way now. We're going to run Street Outlaws now, the No Prep Kings. I mean, it's all about fun. My program's a little bit different because it does cost more. I got bigger cubic inch motors and all that.
You got more time. It takes more time for maintenance. Where someone that's a working guy, you know, not that I know you're a working guy, but you're also young and practically immortal because you don't ever sleep. But most people, you know, they have time restraints. So we can't travel all over the country to go race. Basically, we're going to race on a local level, and most of the time that's bracket racing. Bracket racing is a great way to have fun without spending a whole lot of money or having a car.
And you can win money. Hell,
you can win money.
There's some races that are paying $500 to $1 million.
Yeah,
I just found that out this year. I didn't know that.
Oh,
bracket races pay out a lot of money.
Yeah, there's a lot of big money bracket racing out there, and it's fun. It's very competitive. So if you're going to go out and run the big money bracket races,
you better be on your A game.
You better be on your A game.
They're going to have to come through the class a couple times. Come through the class a couple times, guys. Now, Jimmy outside, he told me that y'all have a funny car here on the property.
We do. We have an alcohol funny car, and we have an alcohol dragster. We're going to look at those in the shop. I'll show you. So
I'm going to drive the funny car. I want to.
We got to get you on your diet so you can fit in there.
I know. So you got to butter me up so I can get between the cage. But so actually, right here, guys, you can see these are all the people that are here today inside the class. Y'all do not hand them none of the tickets yet until the end of the day. How many passes will they make today?
Your tuition includes 6 runs. And
Okay.
if you wanted to make additional runs, you could do that on a pay per run basis. There are a couple of reasons why people would want to make extra runs. One is, you know, they experienced a little steeper learning curve than they were expecting, and out of the 6 runs they made, maybe only 4 of them counted towards the license, or 5 or whatever. So they want to go ahead and finish up the license while they're here, maybe even if they've got their own car, just because they want to get it out of the way.
So that's a good question right there. So how many passes do you have to make to have your NHRA license?
6.
And what is the increments to it? I think I took mine like 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 8. So
yeah, well, it's still the same.
What's it, like 60 foot, 330?
If you look on the license form, it actually is a little bit vague because it says a half pass, 3 moderate runs, and 2 full runs. But
what's a moderate run?
It's never defined. It's whoever's going to sign your license. Like if you go to the track and you get earn your license at the track, you got to have 2 licensed drivers in the class that you want to license in or quicker. to witness the runs and sign off along with the NHRA track manager. It does need to be an NHRA track that you do the runs at.
Okay.
And then you need at least 2 good full runs, you know, at least quicker than 10 seconds.
Okay.
Because the license goes, the initial license, what most of us race with, is a license that's good to 750 quarter-mile ET.
Mm-hmm.
So anything quicker than 10 seconds, 999 and quicker, you need a competition license. So that's what we try to help people accomplish here.
So now, and there's people that, like you said earlier, there's people that are here today that have drove for 25 years that are in class, and there's even students out there today that have never seen the inside of a car. So, and they may never drive a car again, but they're having the time of their life by just being able to come through with y'all, because y'all have purchased the race cars, y'all pay for the fuel, y'all maintenance all the cars, and y'all do everything. They're able to just come out here. Just because you don't have a race car, guys, does not mean that you can't come run their class.
That's right. A lot of people don't have race cars. Now, if I was your brother or your cousin, and I said, Justin, I want you to teach me how to drive your race car. One of the problems with that is, you're a race car driver, you obviously know all about it, but you probably don't remember everything that you didn't know when you first got in the car.
I'll be honest with you, I get aggravated quick. My brother went through this class. He went through it with them last year. I did. This is what I want to explain to y'all. We put him through this class. It's a 2-day course. 2 days. He was able to get inside my car, be able to start it up, do a burnout, go out there, back it up, stage the car, and he made a 60-foot pass. Yes, he got out of it at the 60-foot. Trust me, you got to have some balls to get inside a 3,000 horsepower car. But that's just a prime example that going through this class right here, he was able to, and my brother, he don't know nothing about a car. He's never been inside a car. He's never worked on a car or anything, but he was able to leave this class and actually get in my Pro Mod and go out there and make him a 60-foot hit. Now, I just asked him today if he wanted to make another pass a year later, and he told me no, it scared the hell out of him that he didn't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and, would you get in a Pro Mod?
I would love to get in a Pro Mod. I don't know if I'd be comfortable in a Pro Mod car. I know I wouldn't right off the bat. I would like to think that if I had the opportunity to drive a Pro Mod car, I could aspire to that.
There you go.
And be successful with it. Same thing with a funny car. We've got funny car here, but I've never been able to drive it because Frank doesn't let us play with the toys unless we're going to pay. Okay.
See, I couldn't work here because I do want to play the toys all day long.
No, you just have to work on the toys.
Hey, I got enough toys as it is.
But you know, I would like to know if I could. So yes, I would like to do it. I wouldn't be scared to get in. I can't say that. I'd probably be like nervous as all
What's
get.
the fastest you've been?
Only in the 8s. You know, 8, low 8s, you know, 820s, 830s or whatever.
Yeah, they go like, Pro Mod, they go like 590s.
Yeah, I know.
585.
I know. It's a totally different deal.
Totally different. We've all
totally different deal. I don't even know if I'm capable of doing it or not. I would like to find out one day, but you know what? If I never find out, my life's not going to be incomplete.
There you go.
I'm very happy with what I've been able to do. I haven't been able to do a lot of racing like you have. I've done some bracket racing. I've got a dragster at my shop at the house. Hadn't been out in a while, and probably all I'll ever do is just bracket race now and then, because that's what my...
You're the smarter one though, because you don't spend a whole lot of money. You're smart.
Well, that's...
yeah. I had an old man tell me one time, you know how you become a billionaire in racing?
You start with $5 million, or
you start out as a billionaire.
Start out as a billionaire.
That's how you become a millionaire in racing, guys. But we do it because we love the sport and we like to have fun. So, and I'm glad that we were able to talk with him today, and we're going to go out there and hopefully we can get Frank to get on the camera for a little bit and give y'all a little bit of information. But this class is very well built. Frank has been doing, how long has Frank been doing it?
Frank started school in 1985.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's probably trained a lot of people.
Thousands. Well, if you take a look at the NHRA champions, okay, a lot of those champions are people that have been through our school. All of the force drivers have been through our school. Torrance, Steve Torrance, he's a graduate of the school. A lot of the, well, in every class, you'd just be amazed at how many
drivers come
how many drivers have have come here. Might not necessarily been for the start. It might have been just for some coaching.
Yep.
But a lot of them have licensed here and then gone on to professional careers. And what I would say about Frank Hawley is he's a very remarkable guy. Like I said, I've been working for him for over 25 years now, and I'm still very impressed with how Frank manages this program and his ability to teach. He can see things that the driver does, that the driver, that you or I even couldn't see. He just sees things really fast. He's very perceptive. There isn't anything that you can do in this car, or that car, the alcohol cars, nothing you can do in the car that he doesn't know exactly what you did. He has the video, so he can show you what you did. He knows as soon as it goes down the track. And I've just seen him in so many different areas with the expertise that he has, the ability to train and teach. He's the best there is. There's no question about it. And I guarantee, come to the school, it'll be something you'll never forget and you'll never regret. But you need to call me, because I can help you get in there.
So, my man here, go ahead, let everybody know on camera. What's your name?
My name's Paul Shields.
What's your phone number?
904-472-6312. That's my cell. You can email me. It's paul.fhdrs, like Frank Hawley's Drag Racing School, paul.fhdrs@gmail.com. But send me a text, 904-472-6312. I'll get you the information and we'll see if it's a good fit for you.
Alright guys, so as we wrap this video up, I just want to go ahead and say it one more time. I cannot thank my man Paul Frank for having me come out here, shoot this video, try to build something to be able to put it out there to let y'all know that there are driving schools and that y'all can come out here and y'all can make it pass. Hit up my guy Paul. Go ahead and I'll have his information in the description down below. You can reach him on his cell phone, his email, be able to get with him, get linked up. I want to see y'all come to this class. Y'all can go out there and make 6 passes. Get your NHRA membership. I have mine. It's a good accomplishment to have. I already got 3 people that has already hit me up that are wanting to come do this class. I am actually pushing it out there for y'all to come do this. Y'all get to go out there and have fun. It don't matter if you don't have a race car or anything. Just come out here, make some passes, have fun. You'll learn how to do a burnout. You'll learn how to stage a car. You'll learn how to make an 1/8 mile pass and a 1/4 mile. You get to drive it through the return road. You get to feel like a complete racer. So go ahead, hit the boys up here at Frank Hawley's Driving School, and hopefully you turn out to be a great driver.